enforcement here, primarily the Tillamook Police Department. Their failure to do their... Oh, speak of the devil. Here's some Tillamook police right there. Move along, boys. Move along. When they interact with me, it is important that they follow the law as mandated reporters. And that's not what they've been doing. What they have done is create a safety issue for myself and my loved ones repeatedly. And by allowing these predators who have been predatory towards me to get away, they've allowed these predators to do these things over and over again, forcing me to do some pretty goddamn desperate shit to try to get heard. That's not all right. Another thing is, for some odd reason, my electronics are not wanting to charge up the way that they used to. They're old. Most of my money is spent on survival and survival gear. Not that I have a camp to go to. See, people keep wanting to overestimate my abilities. How about instead of estimating, why don't you listen to me? I gotta go up to Center Market. Hopefully there aren't any predatory assholes up there that'll take advantage of me. What are the chances that there will be? Well, the longer I'm here and the more people are allowed to get away with doing stupid shit to me, the more likely it is that their friends and family will take part, and it becomes exponential until you have to move again and again and again. And then you listen to folks who wanna, well, why don't you just get in your car and drive somewhere else? Because that prevents you from having anything for yourself, or being allowed to defend yourself, or having the means to defend yourself. It prevents you from ever getting established anywhere because people are hateful towards the homeless. See, I don't want to be driving. It's not safe for me to drive, and I'm scared of driving. But I'm forced to go to appointment after appointment after appointment to places that are supposedly supposed to help me, and they all tell me it's not their job. Well, it is somebody's job. People go to prison for doing this shit all the fucking time. But apparently it's not against the law to do it to me. I have to live at a convenience store. Makes it expensive to eat. Trying to help support addicts and kids. That gets expensive too, but there's supposed to be programs and resources helping them. Like that canvas lady. Yeah, sure, there's actually a good possibility that she gets food stamps and sells them at the beginning of the month with methamphetamines, and then the rest of the month she's got no money for food, she goes begging. There's also the chance that she doesn't get food stamps, or that she does not get enough to feed her and her kids. Also, based on her spending habits, I'd say she likes junk food, he likes junk food, and nice junk food. I wasn't just feeding her son, I was feeding Candace and her friend as well. And yes, people told me about her and her history, and warned me not to help her. But I also make sure that I record it now for my safety and for hers, and for her sons, and for her friend. But I have to be afraid to go to the police when people commit crimes against me, unless somebody goes with me. And that just sucks. Oh, come on now. Become a green light, please. There it goes. Anyway, I'm not a very good driver. This vehicle is not in very good condition. Alright. I made it into the lane I wanted to be in. Oh, goddamn, goddamn driver. Good, that one's for green right, set him up to it. There's the center market. A lot of y'all don't stop to realize how expensive things really are out here when you have to live out of a place like this. The food is going to be more expensive. People want to complain that everything's getting expensive. Well, you know what? There's a lot of people who think that we should just let everything fall and start over. Because it's obvious that this country is being run by pedophiles and crooks. Alright, I'm gonna get myself something warm to eat that doesn't cost $6.90. Something I can get with food stamps because I need to conserve my cash the best I can. I don't have the money to pay all of my bills on any month, and that's what happens when you have to deal with the expenses of false charges. Especially as a disabled person who doesn't get paid enough money to take care of himself. Especially with false charges, you know, that does make it impossible to be able to do any of the things that I need to do to turn in my predators, because I literally can't take care of my food, water, and shelter. I certainly can't do both, and I don't need help with food, water, and shelter the way that I need help turning in my predators to stop the abuse. And two decent sized. Damn it. Oh, sorry, sir. Trying to break my phone. I'm a super smart person. Sorry about that. Thanks, sir. That worked. All right. Thanks, sir.
I'm gonna take these out to my car and I'll be back for a coffee. That's what I'm gonna take these to my car and I'll come back in for a coffee.
Well, I'm starting to get a charge on some of my electronics at least. Good start. Now time to go get some coffee. Yeah, it's definitely better than the trash bin I lived in Boulder. My last one was jet black, except for the red skull I spray painted on the hood and the cross I spray painted on the top. That way God knows who's doing his job down here.
Right, well, if you ever decide to sell it, let me know. I want it. I like the original, the factory color that they came in. This is the one this was the color that mine was, but somebody painted it, so they totally ruined it, you know what I mean? It looked good in black, but I mean, this color, you just can't beat it. It's fucking sexy.
Well, it's my house for now, so I don't have the ability to get rid of it yet.
Right, yeah. I can see that. I get that for sure.
I know for a fact they got a cup of coffee in here.
microwave real quick. Is that cool?
First, you have to buy them. So.
I already bought this earlier. It's in my body. You can even feel it. It's defrosted. Yeah.
Thank you. Bought it for
Makes me wish I had teeth.
No, wait.
Why are you saying I'm behind?
Why?
I don't need everything.
Yes, 66. Yes, 66. It's 28.
No, the 20. Look, I don't understand.
Take off. Like in our Kangaroo. Roll.
No, but you're very good at it.
How short are you? Check your balance.
Yeah.
You got $17. What? Only got a card. Come on, you should know that.
I know. So sorry. How much are these things? I don't know. How much is, I got this, how much is that? Sorry, I'm disabled for this. We didn't say we only do 125. In some ways. Okay. Can I get this one? Oh, okay. Let's just do that. I'm so sorry, I can't do that.
I'll put these back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll put it back for you.
Sorry. You know that I know here if I had that, it makes me mad.
You more to carry?
Go ahead, your arms are full. I got literally just this.
That's awesome.
Somebody got to pretend to be the good guy.
I like that.
They did.
That's awesome.
70.
Gonna be good, I guess.
Two of them. Yeah.
I'm sorry for the cashier because we ain't got no John DeLorean to get rid of this white line.
Another one fit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You okay? Oh, I'm gonna.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it for it. Right here, I just got it for it.
Even.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you and thank you. And this is like wind in the water. You even got the door for me. Sorry about that. Thank you for being such a gentleman. Oh, holy shit. Ah, fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't mind standing a couple extra minutes. It hurts sitting in my car at this point. My legs feel like I've been fucking kicked in them a few times. Hi, Amber. Yeah, she's one of the ladies from McDonald's. Super nice lady.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I got half a cigarette right here. Oh yeah, I found two halfies about. I said I found two halfies about 5 minutes ago.
Hey, that works for me, man. Hey,
Hell yeah. Hmm?
Are you from here?
No sir.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
hey,
from
man,
Chapel, Nebraska.
Nebraska. What you around here?
Finding people who are human trafficked, people who are kidnapped, missing
Excuse me,
people,
what?
finding
what I
missing
thought you said.
people. Yeah.
Damn, I almost want to jump in your car and help you. I know all about the truth and the shit that's going on, bro. And believe it or not, when you get to the bottom of that one, you'll find that it's actually spiritual. It's pretty wild.
My best friend got shot in the head in 2017, and they tried blaming me. They finally found the guy that did it, but not until the cops committed a lot of felonies.
Yeah.
So now people target me, even though the guy that did it's actually in prison, and that
Gang
includes the
stalking, man.
cops.
They will gang stalk you for the rest of your life.
You're right, and they do.
Me too.
And I get treated like I made it up. I'm like,
Found that
fuck you.
yellow
I went
line,
to
bro.
prison without committing a crime to go there.
Yeah, I know,
They had to
bro.
drop the charges.
I got in a high-speed chase 5 years ago from this county out to Portland and I got away. I got another high-speed chase that night. Got away on foot because I wrecked my car. Got a truck with the keys in it, stole it, got locked up in California. I'll make it quick. I did time on the truck in California. By the time I got out, I came back up here. They wanted to hit me on the truck again, so I went on the run for a year down in Phoenix, Arizona. And first time I was down there, we were walking through the Phoenix Canal. It was me and my wife. She was with me on the whole thing. We watched some woman get kidnapped in the canal. People started following us around every day. We didn't know what was up or why. We went down to Tucson because it didn't stop. You know what I mean? And we slowly started learning about snuff films and genetic productions.
Oh my God, yes. And see, that's one of the things when I first had my friends disappear.
And then I found out genetic production, some of the people that do this, you know, the Phoenicians, who are the Phoenicians and the Canaanites in the Bible, you know what I mean? Worship that.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups that are named after that stuff too. Or the Book of Nod.
What?
The Book of Nod.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Bible's or the vampire's Bible. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's basically supposed to be about Lilith, Cain's first wife, and blah blah blah. But really, it's just a bunch of craziness.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of dark wisdom out there. I mean,
I don't understand why people get into a lot of that stuff. Like as far as religion goes, I noticed that people are evil about religion.
You know what I mean?
That too. My parents are both Christian when it suits them.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what you can call me, a Christian when it suits me. I try to be, but I'm not doing very good.
Yeah, it's tough not to slip, especially out here.
What?
I said it's tough not to slip, especially out here.
Got to stay up.
Not to slip.
Slip? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I'm trying. Fuck, man. I feel like just the biggest backslider in Jesus' eyes, bro. Shit. Fuck, I was just writing it on a wall somewhere. Anyway, thanks for the snow.
Absolutely.
You want to bullshit anything? I mean,
I'm always down with bullshitting.
word. If you, I don't know how far that investigation goes with you, but I just got off probation here, and I'm looking for a travel buddy to get out of here. And one of the biggest reasons is gang stalking and human trafficking and Jesus Christ. Excuse me, I said that word wrong. Jesus Christ, gang stalking and human trafficking.
Yeah.
It never stopped happening to me. It still doesn't. And, yeah, dude. I don't even have normal conversations with my family anymore. They all think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? And once you know certain stuff, what's the normal, you know what I mean? Like,
once you get gaslighted into it, people just talk you crazy.
yeah,
You
no,
know?
I don't got time to talk about Facebook.
I don't give a fuck about Chris Rock. I got real problems.
Shoes or your fucking Nikes or fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro. Don't even want to. Not even interested.
Did I ever tell you about my Prada backpack and my Louis Vuitton?
Right.
Now, I got to get the next iPhone, so I don't give a shit about you. You need to get away from me, you filthy, stinky hobo.
Did you hear what so-and-so did? Fucking, you believe, I can't even believe.
Oh my God, Melissa's dog is so ugly.
Yeah, right, you get it.
Yeah.
It just does not fucking interest my lack of intelligence. Oh, it's name?
Sean Schwartz.
What?
Sean Schwartz.
John Stevens.
John Stevens?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, see me around, hit me up. How long you saying helpful?
Well, I just started getting everything set up here so I can try to get established, but I got to try to find a safe place that's not here because the cops here are shit.
Mm-hmm.
All of the programs. I got to...
privately owned, too, so they get to do their own thing, so be careful.
Well, I got to go to the Tillamook Family Counseling Center that's committing felonies, and I got to go to TCCHC that's committing felonies, Medicare fraud.
I like you. You're impressive. That's good.
Yeah, you should see me stand up. I'm actually only 5'9".
Well, that's cool. I like hearing somebody doing stuff like that, going against the grain and standing up for what's right, and not just fucking being a victim, you know?
Exactly. I record the shit out of them. You know, that's the thing that the lawyers told me when this whole journey started. They're like, you know what? If you're called mentally ill, which is what they use against every one of us out here.
Absolutely.
If you're called mentally ill, you need a
Psychotic
friend or
and
family
mentally
member to
ill.
go in with you, or they're going to call you psychotic, they're going to call you schizophrenic, they're going to call you delusional, and they're all going to do it under the guise of mentally ill.
Well, when you break down the topic you're looking for and hit the part where it gets to the CIA and their unofficial motto, the second coming of Jesus Christ and psychological warfare, then they really start.
Well, there's a
They
lot of
start
people
talking
that
about what the word corona means. That's our pandemic, right? As in short for coronation, because I think the book of Revelation says when Jesus returns, God's children will be coronated with the crown of life, and corona means crown or wreath as a mark of majesty on top of the head. You know what I mean? And start talking about NASA and breaking into heaven and why the Vatican, what the Bilderbergers are doing, and you know, and why the Vatican has telescopes looking into the sky. Where's their faith in the story of creation and Genesis? What are they looking for? Why, aliens are watching for Jesus to come back.
I always preferred the book of Mark.
Right? And I don't mean to say that was all pride. God showed me, man. It's not even mine. I can't have no pride. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I personally had to deal with, and I believe in that wholeheartedly.
What up?
I said there's a lot of stuff that I've had to deal with, so I believe in it wholeheartedly. I've had my friends and loved ones disappear.
Yeah.
I've had friends of mine that were stabbed, friends of mine that were shot,
Yeah.
friends that overdosed as soon as they got into fucking housing.
I've done all this.
Yeah.
They tried to overdose me, all kinds of stuff, man.
So a lot of people talk to me like I must be crazy, or because I'm autistic that it means that I grew up in a fucking bubble with manservants and maidservants. I'm like,
Yeah.
I grew up in the system with minorities. I don't know shit about this maid service shit.
Yeah. Hey, you got a phone number, do you?
I do. Let me grab a pen.
Or if you mind sharing a phone number, like if you ever leave it down? Or...
I'm absolutely going to write it down. That way I know for a fact you got it.
I was going to say, if you ever decide to travel and you're leaving this area, it would be nice to not to what would you, invite myself on a ride or anything rude like that. But like, I guess
I've played
throwing out
taxi
there,
for
being
people that needed
open-minded
it.
Isn't a travel buddy to help that person get away from here.
Yeah. For me, I'm trying to find somebody who doesn't mind making an actual kitchen camp like they used to have in Colorado, and a kitchen camp.
What's that?
Oh,
Kitchen
hell.
camp. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Get a kitchen camp and maybe a Nick at Night.
What?
Nick at Night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. What's a Nick at night?
Somebody who comes into town and gets tobacco for the group.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Who's the group?
Oh, that all depends. There's one. When we did it in Boulder, we had two camps. A camp is alcohol camp, and B camp is bud camp. And basically, the alcoholics got their own camp because they would do stupid stuff, and if somebody was going to be creating a big issue, we needed them to be closer to the trail in case one of them idiots stabs somebody, and we got to pack them out. And then we had the regular camp for
where?
the mountains.
The mountains?
Yeah.
Interesting.
As long as you got a few people working together that you can trust. The problem is, it's just one person getting desperate away from stealing all your shit while you run into town real quick.
Yeah.
Or one person who gets that phone call from a lawyer saying, hey, if you can come up with $1,400 and get to Florida, we can get your kid back. You get back to your camp, everything worth money is gone. The $800 that y'all were saving up is gone, and fucking, yeah.
Crazy.
Well, there's a lot of people that are crazy too.
That's what I mean. The world's crazy. I saw about the people part of the world.
All right, it's my phone number.
Crazier, the actual spirit of the devil or something?
Well, I tell people this. I say I probably don't believe in your God, because most people, their God is a fantasy. It's for most people, their God is a construct in their head, a fantasy. They're not God. So when people argue about it and hate each other enough to kill each other over it, I know it's not the same God I read about in the Bible.
Yeah, right,
Here you
right,
go.
right. I got you. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
How long you be around here?
I'm stuck here.
Gotcha.
I'm broke until the 1st, so that's where I'm at.
I might give you a call, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go get high. Just to not be a liar, because I fell back into that shit. But
I knew that when you was walking up, and
it's
I'll
been
let
about
you
a
know.
month since I read the Bible, so I'm gonna try to get myself to read a couple verses tonight. Break my mind down and find some peace up here tonight. But hey, you have a good night, bro.
I absolutely will. It's good meeting
I'll
you.
probably be talking to you again because you're smarter than the other conversations that I have.
Yes, sir. That's a good dinner. Yeah, it was pretty easy to tell that you fell off the wagon. That's one of the things about addiction is that you got to get the right help, and that starts with a safe place. Now, as far as any CIA stuff or anything like that going on, I've never had to deal with the CIA to my knowledge. I have had to deal with the FBI, and I've called them more than once. Not that they ever listen. When I had a place, they kept on telling me it's not their job and sending me around in circles. So I didn't get stuff sent because everybody told me it wasn't their job. And then after years of telling me that bullshit, then they finally admit that it's their fucking job. It's fucking bullshit. And all it takes is one officer to pretend like you assaulted them, and every officer in America becomes hostile. That's because it hits your arrest record. Whether you're guilty or not is arbitrary. While Officer Waylon Lolatai should have been sentenced to prison, he wasn't. He was allowed to leave Denver Police Department, where he had harmed individuals, and then he came and harmed me in Boulder, and at least 6 other homeless people, or people who were assumed to be homeless, on camera. Also, Boulder police found their officers not guilty of so many blatant crimes that have later resulted in expensive settlements paid for by the taxpayers. The Boulder Police Department needs to be audited. Fuck. That cheap ass lid popped off my car. Well, looks like the usual crowd is not down here tonight. I probably don't have a whole lot of charge on my phone, but it's definitely better than nothing. I've got multiple electronics plugged in, most of them batteries, so hopefully that'll assist a little bit in conserving my gas so I don't have to just charge my phone based on that gasoline. A lot of the crimes that I've been able to film would not have been possible without those external batteries. Some of the stuff that guy is talking about, I'm actually familiar with. When he's talking about the snuff films and it's a lot of pedophile shit is what it is. It's a bunch of sicko kind of shit like Joseph Michael Lopez liked to watch. You know, masturbating to murder and shit. Torture and inhumanity. Friggin' Farvig. Where the hell did I put my rolling papers? Oh well. There they are. I tried having some respect for the officers here when I first got here. Same thing with Hood River. Same thing with the Dalles. It was their behaviors and actions that resulted in me needing to turn them in. And the mandated reporters that I tried to turn them into refused to do their jobs and then wanted to play victim. So the people that I had to go to turn in the cops there ended up using the cops I was trying to turn in order to cover their own assets. Imagine that, mandated reporters who didn't do their jobs and didn't want to do their jobs and refused to do their jobs playing victim. Imagine that. Just so you know, I'm a bigger asshole than they are because I do it publicly. When I tell somebody off, I am a world-class asshole about it. Y'all pretend that because I stood up for myself and because I defended myself against multiple opponents, that I'm some sort of a horrible monster for doing so. No, you can go fuck yourself, you dumb cunt. You go ahead and spout that ignorant goddamn bullshit until your sister disappears and you need help. Or your mother disappears, or your wife disappears. And then you're going to hope for somebody like me who will speak out and will get heard. Those of you who hate me, if somebody abducts one of your family members or one of your friends, or they disappear, one thing is pretty well guaranteed. Out of the 1,310 people that I have as subscribers on my channel, most of them are people like you. They're not here to help me, they're here to heckle me. But the fact that every time I post up about a missing person, especially if it's a woman, these people start sharing it, trying to say, oh, Sean's at it again, he killed another one, he killed another one. And even though they're always wrong about that part, at least it gets the word out that someone is missing. God bless America, right?